Hey, J-Bone Nation! Shaming of Jay. He's not a dopey dumb bitch. He gets laid. The court jester. The court DJ. It's time to dive into the case. To the case.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Mike's on the kick machine. Sky Troop on the kick machine. Who we got on the YouTube? We got Sweet Lou, Todd, CH, Kim, Shelly, Michelle, Kimby, Donnie, Andrea, Tracy, Shelly, Amy, Mia Beto. Thanks for being here, guys. Mia, hello. All right, we're about to start real quick. Squadushel. Let's put the chat back up. Hopefully that's working. Crystal, Afy, B. Allen, welcome. Thanks for being here. Make sure we got the audio on. We have the audio on. Jackie, Cindy, Ladybird. Thanks for being here, everybody. Afy on both. Dizzy on both. Thanks for being here. Oh, God. J Ray, two Mias. We have two Mias. Both Mias are here. Gang's all here. I gotta get that clip. Gang's all here. Was just responding to a comment. The person came in, had to come in again to talk about my language. It's funny. Not they weren't happy enough with one comment. They had to come back. I'm trying to find it now. I'm not going to find it, but it was a long rant about my language. And imagine if you were a doctor. Oh, here it is. All right, let me read you this. Let me read you this message I got. This is the second time this person has come into my comments. I've been attacked for saying this before. I am a professional, and many professionals watch your channel. Your F-bombing really is unnecessary and takes away from the good work you do on your channel. I am sure that many who watch you use this kind of language in their everyday life, but I don't, and I wouldn't want to. I am just giving you some feedback on people who have been following this case as I have for 2 years. You can take it or leave it. I'm going to leave it. You have such good commentary, but as soon as you start F-bombing, it really, at least for me, makes me want to avoid your channel. The last time I mentioned this, all your defenders began attacking me. I don't know who's attacking. I don't want anyone to attack anyone. I will not say what I do for a living, but I am in a profession where I have to talk to patients. Could you imagine going to your doctor and him using the language that you use here? I hope you understand how that language keeps viewers from watching you, and I hope you will reconsider what I'm saying. And yes, I'm old enough to be your mother. I will not reconsider. I will not consider what you're saying. People aren't coming on here to get medical advice. Get out of here with this shit. Oh, my Lanta. Hey, Viviana, Krista, Sarah, B. Allen. I responded, by the way. Helen, thanks for being here. I responded, hey, person, if you don't like my channel, you don't have to watch. You know that, right? Any hoozle. Thanks for being here, everybody. What's up, Tashi? Hey, Chelsea. Hey, Christy. Norwegian Blonde. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Claudia, hello. B. Allen, hello. This trial is so boring. How soon do we expect it to end? Not for a while, but I will tell you this. I did a poll for tomorrow, folks, and on Patreon and for Super Bowls, which is the same $5 a month or whatever, but the results are pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Overwhelming that we are going to be going tomorrow at 2 to the Brian Kohberger hearing for that case, Idaho 4. So at 2 tomorrow, we will be going to that. Depending how long it is, we may come back to Troconis. We'll start in the morning with Troconis, but the afternoon will be Kohlberger. And then Monday and Tuesday next week, it appears, we have Murdaugh hearings. So we hope you guys will join us for that. So, all right, let's see who else is here. Elizabeth L., Rebecca, J. Ray, Carol. I'm just starting, Carol. We just started the afternoon session. They should be in any second now. Lisa's here. Shelly's here. Jackie never even noticed. And who do we got on the kick machine? Cosette is over there. Tracy's over there. Mike is there. Christine is there. Mistina is there. Skytroop's there. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. I know a lot of folks commenting about this trial being not that I guess being a little boring, but I appreciate you guys spending your time watching it with us. Be interesting to see the rest of this interview and the other interviews that are subsequent. But again, tomorrow, Joni's here and Afy's here. I don't know if I curse today, Afy, to be honest with you. Like, I don't curse. I'm not just constantly cursing all the time. I feel like there's some people think, I don't know. Hey, Andrea. B. Allen says, I need some effing medical advice. How do I get rid of the complaining Peters that don't like the F-bomb? Any thoughts, Dr. J? I wish I do. So tomorrow at 2, we will go to the Kohlberger hearing after the morning session. And then next week, a couple of Murdaugh hearings. So look out for that, folks. I do curse when the Adelsons raise my blood pressure. That's true. What's up, Beans? Thanks for being here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Donnie says, that person doesn't even know that Shannon gave me advice on my rash. That comment was full of shit. Maybe maybe she'll like Shannon's channel. Hey, Helen, good to see you. Helen, I think I said Elizabeth L. I'm certain. Hello, Nora Vista Shuda. Thanks for being here, Nora. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Just waiting for it to go live. Should be any second now. An American Court, DJ and Doctor. Dr. J. That's me, Dr. J. By the way, I don't want if I ever post like comments on YouTube, I usually post them to Twitter. I very rarely post them to YouTube too. No one has to go attack these folks. That's okay. They can have their. I just post them to laugh at some of these comments I get, but I don't expect, and I don't want anyone to like. You don't have to reply to these people. It's okay. They want. I just don't. People have talked about this. Like, why do people have to announce these? If you don't like my language, then don't watch the channel. You got to come on my comments twice to do it, or when they announce they're leaving. Like, why are you announcing that you're leaving? Who cares? Donnie's been heckled before. Donnie gets it. Hey, Sophia. Thanks for being here.
Good afternoon.
A new member from the UK. We have plenty of folks from the UK. Welcome.
Get the video up to where we left off.
Just 15:56:38.
We can bring the witness in.
Okay, go back 10 seconds at a time.
Yeah, I guess Dr. J is already taken. That's a good
We
point.
can bring the jury in.
There's
please.
already a Dr. J. Time to bring the jury, folks.
You will bring the jury.
I will say it's going to be so. I mean, just like last time, watching a
Detective
Murdaugh
Kimball, you may
hearing
be seated.
without the amazing,
Sure.
honorable Clifton Newman, is a bummer. Dr. J. Bo, no one has that. That's true. Hey, Angel,
Counsel
baby.
stipulate, please.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your Honor, where we left off was 1556.38. We were able to get it to 1556.39. Is that right? We resume playing from there.
There's probably going to be no claim for the 1 second.
Or we could just rewind.
Or what could happen is, if there is a claim, we'll just go back before 1556.39.
We'll just go back 10 seconds, Judge. And we'll resume playing it at 1556.29.
Being honest with us about where focus was in the morning.
This is an excellent comment from Donnie, which says, for every one bad comment, Jay, there's 1,000 nice ones. Don't let it get to you. You're so right, Donnie. Absolutely. There are so many more positive comments, so I shouldn't. Absolutely right, Donnie. Thank you, Donnie. The voice of reason, as always.
Okay. Your life with Fotis is over. Okay? From this point forward, your life with Fotis is over. It's done. You need to think about your daughter.
No, yes.
Okay? This is your time. You're definitely not being fully honest with us, and I want you to be fully honest with us, because there's no way he's home, because he had never been in that home. And we found there through science. Okay? So.
Okay, but what do you want to what do you want to know about the morning?
We want to know where was Fotis was home at. Or if he wasn't home, what period of time was he not home? You need to tell us the truth. Or were you with him somewhere?
No, I wasn't. I mean, I have all my morning, I had doing things that it's completely proven because I have photos, I have texts.
We believe you, okay? We don't believe that. As we told you from the get-go, we're not lying to you. Right? We believe that you were kind of dragged down a certain path, okay?
So he used me.
Isn't that what Fotis does? He was with somebody else and met Jennifer and moved on. He was with Jennifer and met you and moved on. The pattern, correct? Do you see what's happening here? Do you think that was not going to happen to you? We know Fotis. We looked into Fotis to see me out. If Fotis was not home in the morning, which I know he wasn't, he knows he wasn't. Your attorney even knows based on what we told him that Fotis was not home.
So maybe he wasn't.
No, you know if he was, and you need to tell us the truth. Because this is very important. The stuff you were throwing out, we have. And it's all Jennifer. It belongs to Jennifer. Do you understand? You need to help these people. These children will never have their mother again. Okay? We need to find where she was, and if you know anything more.
No.
I'm not trying to pressure you, and I'm not trying to turn the tables on you. I'm just telling you some of the things you've told us. They're not right. A lot of the stuff you've told us is very true, and I believe that you're telling us a lot of the truth. If you're trying to protect him.
No, I don't want to protect him, but
If Fotis wasn't home, you need.
Did he tell you he was going somewhere Friday morning?
no. I mean, I always believe that he's in the office because that's where usually he is, in the office.
So can you
But
say
I don't-
100% that he was home in the morning? Yes or no?
Well, no, I don't know.
And you didn't wake up in the same bed?
No, that
You
I
slept with
did.
your daughter?
I slept with my daughter.
And your daughter definitely wasn't going to be home, because how long in advance did you know that she was going to be at school till 7 p.m.?
No, until
And
9:15.
9:15, but you knew it prior to. Do you know what was in the FedEx thing that he threw into the sewer?
What?
You have it. So he did throw something in the
I
sewer.
remember handing something to Fotis that he put in the sewer.
There was a FedEx paperwork.
Did you hand it to him? You're on video.
You're on video, so this
I
is
know,
the
I'm
truthfulness.
trying to think. I don't think I have anything, but I do remember.
You're not sure whether he got a response, like mailer? Like a
Yeah,
mailer?
because he has that in the office. He has all the FedEx. Because he sends every time things.
Did you ever look to see what was in there? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what was in there. Okay? You used to have a 2007 Chevy Suburban Focus that colored black, right?
Sorry?
Focus used to have a Chevy Suburban that was a 2007 model. No, you ever aware of that?
Know that.
You may not know that? Okay, he did. It had Connecticut license plates.
Uh-huh.
Plates that we found were in that FedEx being dropped into the sewer. And the plates were changed and doctored. So if the police saw them, they didn't read to anything.
Huda.
So what I'm trying to explain to you is that what happened to Jennifer didn't just happen to Jennifer. It was planned, calculated. Focus is a plan, and calculated man, is he not? Am I wrong?
No, I guess I don't know.
You know you live with him.
I know, but how do you know
I'm
that
not saying
he
you.
has place like this?
No, we're not saying that. I'm just trying to
How he is.
how he is. He's very calculated, yes.
Yeah, I know.
He's smart, right?
Yes,
Does any of this surprise you?
yes.
Yes.
What's the
Liar!
But like when you say Chevy the Suburban, he did have a Suburban before.
Is that what surprised you, or is what surprises you what you're learning that we believe he did to Jennifer?
Yes, I mean
That
everything,
surprises you.
everything.
Okay. Is there anywhere that you know? Alright, so basically, here's the fact. Fotis killed Jennifer. Okay? This is the fact. We know this. We need to find Jennifer. Is there anywhere that
Did you look in the house?
we're at your house?
And
Listen, just answer his question, okay?
Is there anywhere that you can think of, other than your properties, that Fotis goes to where Jennifer could be?
he has property in 585 and Deerfield.
We know about that.
That it's a house that I told you that the mom used to live. 80 Mountain,
We have that.
84, 88.
We know about that.
Those blocks.
What about places that we might not know about? Fotis has set up a plan to make Jennifer.
There's the one property that these are 3 lots right before it has his signs
Oh, that's right.
in Mountain Spring.
Okay.
I walked that with him and the guy that bought it actually, a couple. This was like
This we know.
2 weeks ago or
Is there any other places that aren't listed on the website that are under development that you can think of? Does he hikes or what? We know he skis a lot more, Steve.
yes, in the pond.
We know about the
in
pond. We know about the pond. Okay, the self-storage in Avon and the property behind. So you understand, I'm not trying to say you, but these are the facts. Okay? He will lie and deny this.
He was
He's gonna lie and deny this if you ever speak to him again. But there's overwhelming evidence. Okay? And there's evidence to prove. Fotis has never been in Jennifer's house. We have confirmed that.
He did though,
What?
but I don't know if he was inside.
He's never been inside according to the people we
Wait,
spoke
what's the
to.
party?
Which one?
Okay, what were we gonna say? That he did what?
On Saturday that he spoke with his lawyer, or Sunday, with Jacob. Jacob said you have to do a timeline of what and he was in speaker. You have to do a timeline of what happened that Wednesday. Because if you were inside that house, you can be like in trouble, something like that.
This is Yakov. Contractor?
The what?
Yeah. Okay.
And so Foti started talking, he said, okay, but tell me. So Foti said, Jennifer bought a basketball
Yes,
thing
there
to throw.
was one at the house.
And she said, which this is very weird, for the 2 years that they've been fighting in court,
Yes.
they were not talking, they were not texting privately, everything was through a family, whatever.
Yeah, go through it.
and emails, but copied
What she was talking about is Our Family Wizard. I have that myself.
through their lawyers. For
It's an app that the court can sometimes direct you to use for communications between divorced parents. It's all recorded.
what I understood, they never had communication. They would never talk without these tools. It did surprise me that after the report came out, that I haven't seen, but that Fotis told me about, that Jennifer changed. They started talking over the phone. They talked like 2-3 times. That I was upset because I'm like, be careful. I mean, if the report is good for you, let the judge decide, because now everything is like favorable to you. And she's like, no, I think she gets it. I think she understands that the lawyer is trying to get money out of her and extending the case. Anyway, and I was upset. I'm like, no, she's maybe playing something to manipulate the situation because she doesn't want to lose the kids.
Let's try to get back.
So
Did you go to a psychologist to talk after that?
Yes.
This is just, I think it's important we can.
With him.
Okay, just tell John what you did. You went to a psychologist, right?
I said I want to talk to a professional, because if she really has borderline personality disorders, plus depression, plus a mild something of anorexia, and she's taking pills, this is a person that it can be harmful, and she's gonna try to manipulate. And I want to know what's gonna be my condition, being around her for the rest of my life, and with the kids, if you get them, or if you guys, I was concerned. So he called Humphrey, we made an appointment, and we met, so this is like 2 weeks ago, like before Friday, when the report pretty much came out, which I don't remember. We went to Humphrey. I wrote in a paper what borderline personality was, what are the traits of like fear, abandonment, low self-esteem, but whatever. I wrote them pretty much by memory. I wrote in another paper, that paper it should be in the house. I gave it to him, so he read it. I write in another paper, like red flags about Jennifer that Fotis had told me in the past.
You're getting this information from Fotis.
Yeah, well, like she changed her name 3 times. I mean, that she ran away to Aspen and changed her name to get money from the family.
So you went to the psychologist?
Yes, and I was upset. I was very upset. Humphrey, after we read like 67 things that I wrote, he said, listen, we have to wait what the court says, what's going to happen. It's all favorable, whatever, to you, but we don't know what's going to happen. Apparently they were all talking that now they're worried, concerned about the kids being with Jennifer, that it should be okay to Fotis have custody. I don't know what the legal.
Okay, Fotis wanted custody, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Can I direct you back?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question? And then I want you to talk more about where on 80 Mountain Spring is Jennifer located?
What?
Where is Jennifer on 80 Mountain? Like, where would Fotis have put her?
You're talking about the properties on Mountain Spring Road.
Yes.
Where is her body on the property?
I don't know.
No. Tell us all you can about the property at 80 Mountain.
Well, the property, he rebuilt it, he did a new, I know it pretty well, the house, because I've been going in that house for already a year, since it started building, reconstruction. It has a lot of green in the around. It used to have a tennis court, it got gone, it's grass now.
It's grass now. When did that happen?
The tennis court?
Yeah.
No, when they were doing the paving before, like, I don't know.
Has anything new happened since this began? Construction?
No, I know he goes every now and then and he puts the ribbons so people don't drive in the grass. I know about a month ago, maybe they fixed some part of the grass with the company that put the grass.
Okay.
I don't know what else to tell you.
So
I mean,
there's nothing new in the last week that you're aware of?
No, because I haven't been. I know that Stefan, the realtor, has been doing open houses on Sundays. I think Fotis went there one Sunday, the last Sunday.
Okay. But that's the property that Fotis and Howard were on? That you were on?
Yes.
On Friday?
Yes. But it's not this. This is an old picture.
Well, it's an old picture. I want to make sure we're talking about the same. I want to make sure. Look, what about the other lots? You said there's the lots have been subdivided?
Of this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And he has 2 signs. He already sold 88 to the Pavlonis.
Okay. Has anything changed on those lots that you're aware of? Has there been, is it just a vacant lot with no building?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just woods?
No, it's open.
It's open?
It has like the house in front has 1 tree,
Okay.
and those 2 rows are very open.
Okay. There's no houses there, you're saying?
No.
There's just open, just lots of grass and fields? Okay, I haven't been there.
Oh,
So
no,
what?
I've ridden motorcycle there a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But it's grass. It's like natural.
it's very tall.
No, not tall, but I mean, yes, you find like bushes.
Which is
But it doesn't have like woods,
okay.
like the lots next to the ones on.
So is it in a sense that if you were going to build there, you'd have to clear a lot of brush? Like you're saying, like bushes and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's very clean.
it's very clean.
I mean, you go down there and you'll see it.
Alright. You think Pablo had anything to do with this?
No, but I mean, I'm not going to put my hands in fire by anybody.
No. I'm just asking your opinion. What you found, or what you do?
Okay, no, I do.
Are they capable of such things in your opinion? Or are you surprised by this?
No, I am surprised, but I mean, I know Pavel is the one that goes down to New Canaan. Fotis goes to New Canaan because he has to see the kids. Wednesdays for sure, and Saturdays or Sundays, depending on what work.
Can you tell me with 100% certainty that you saw Fotis in the house on the morning of the 24th?
And when I woke up, yes.
At what time?
7:40 the alarm. 7:42 I was in the room.
And for how long of a time did you see him?
6:40.
Okay. And how long of a time did you see him for?
No, just in the shower, and then I left down. I did the juice.
So just to go back, at 6:40 is the time you saw Fotis first in the house, and then you don't see him again until you have lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So basically from 6:40 to lunchtime.
No, sorry. I went back to the office.
Okay, what time?
9 o'clock. It's not even good.
9 o'clock?
No, yes. 8.
You went back to his office and saw him?
He was with Kent sitting at the far end of the office.
That's at 8
And that was
o'clock.
like 8:15, 8.
Okay. And so from 8:15, you didn't see Fotis again?
Oh, shizzle. Katrina coming in hot, gifting out 5 memberships. B. Allen, Oksana, Armored Up, DLT, getting the, and Karen Woodall. Thank you so much, Katrina. You're awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, for around lunch. How many had lunch?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so the last time you saw Fotis in the house was around 8:15.
Yes, but supposedly he was in the office. I don't know.
What do you mean supposedly? Or why do you say supposedly?
Well, because now you're saying that if you kill him.
No. Just, it was a simple question. When did you last see him?
Okay,
And when did you see him
I
again?
last saw him in the office.
At 8:15.
More or less, yes.
Okay, so sometime around the 8 o'clock time. Okay. And then you didn't see him again until lunch between 1 and 2.
Yes, and then actually from 9 to 11:30, I was in and out
Yeah.
a lot.
Mm-hmm. Just, we're not accusing you. We're
And there's a law to approve that part. Because,
No, it's not you.
Okay, no, because now I'm like nervous that.
No, listen, all right,
We're being honest.
they're asking you a question. When did you last see him in the morning? And when did you see him later?
8, 15, 20, 17, because that's the time I arrived. And when I went to lunch, that he said, let's have lunch, and I went down the stairs. So that's around 1, 2.
So was he wearing the same clothing at 1 to 2 when he was asking for lunch that he was wearing in the morning?
Look, in the morning I saw him naked. And then
You didn't see
I
him in the office?
I didn't see him.
Okay.
I heard him.
All right.
And I said hi to Kent. Kent did say hi.
What's Kent's last name?
I don't know, but he's the lawyer for
Okay, I figured it out. But photos did change his clothes between when you saw him at lunch to when you went to Starbucks. Because you said he had a hat on
He had
later.
a hat.
Was he wearing the same clothes all day?
He had no, I think he had like a light blue
So you had said he had a light blue shirt and jeans.
and jeans.
Then he went home and he changed. Because you identified him in a photo wearing a white
A
t-shirt,
white t-shirt.
dark pants, and a hat.
No, but the jeans are the same.
It's the same pair of jeans though, so you only changed the shirt. Okay.
Yeah, he only has 2 pairs of jeans.
Okay. He only has 2 pairs of jeans?
Of blue jeans. That one that I'm not wearing.
That you're wearing. Okay.
One that are like straight and the other ones are more that he just bought them. A Lucky Strike. A brand. Because he bought 2, a blue jeans and a black jeans. Like,
Now, do you know what a zip tie is?
a what?
A zip tie. It's kind of like a plastic thing that you can loop around and a lot of things. You can put them on wires. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen photos use them or in the house?
Yes. For our water ski handles,
Okay.
he put some tubes, which my handle has, because otherwise my head or my arm can go in. And he does have, wide.
They're really wide and long?
Yes.
Okay.
And
What color?
The ones that he put on me, and it's in my handle. You can go to the palm and see it. I think they're like kind of wide.
Does he have a storage unit up there? Because that Avon self-storage is like storage units, right?
Yes.
Does Photos have a unit there?
Oh, 2, I don't know. I went once, like 2 years ago, because he wanted to bring some furniture to the house that was from the mom, and I said, I went to see it, and we were like super open.
So, how big are they?
We took only one thing that was a mirror, a gold mirror.
How big are the storage units? Smaller than this room? They probably vary in size, right? Okay.
And there's Hutch. Those are Hutch.
I understand. So, you went up there at one point to put furniture up there?
No.
Or he did?
But this is like in 2017 that I went there for the first time and only time.
Mm-hmm.
He had furniture from the mom.
Mm-hmm.
That because the mom lived here.
The mom lived at Deerfield.
Yes.
When you're done answering John's question, I kind of want you to talk a lot about what you know. The address 585 Deerfield, okay? So, first finish is what
Mom lived in Deerfield, you got some furniture, you wanted to bring it home, took you up there, showed it to you, and you thought it was ugly?
I thought it was
Oh, so it stayed there?
Yeah, it started there, I don't know.
Okay.
I do know that he had at some point, which I never talked about those storage, he had 2 and he wanted to get rid of one. That's why he said, why don't you call me, maybe we can take things from to the house. And when I look, it was like a flower, like things like that.
Okay.
But this is like...
So 585 Deerfield, that was where his mom?
Yes, that's where supposed to come in. And the house is like in pieces. It's like falling apart.
Okay.
No one lives.
How is the property? Is it messy? Is it full of like trees and woods and
Yes.
such? Yes.
Yes, but it has a beautiful view that I usually when we take clients, because our client went there, we go in the car around with the car, we stop, we see the view, and then we come back, and there's like actually a beautiful tree that I always tell folks, can we take this tree to Fort Jefferson? It's like a Japanese,
Okay. Wonderful.
it's a very nice tree.
Like, okay.
It's like purplish, deep.
So, if the house is dilapidated or it's not in good condition, the house is not in good condition, it's like falling apart, and no one lives there. What's going on with the property, do you know?
Well, he's trying to sell
Are you
it.
trying to sell it? Okay.
Yeah, it's in the market. It has a sign from Stefan.
Okay.
And this is Deer Cliff or Deerfield?
No, Deer Cliff Road.
Deer Cliff Road.
It's like we live here and it's here, the property. Like I can walk.
It's very close.
Yeah.
You can walk.
Yeah, it's only
Okay.
20 minutes walk.
Okay.
Is there any work going on the property or?
In that one?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But it is listed by Fort Group as an available property.
By Cordwell Bank. Stefan has it.
Okay.
For a real.
So it's available for development?
Yes, or because there was a lady that wanted to buy it and reconstruct that house and live there, and she wanted to buy it for 600, whatever house.
Okay.
But Fort Group still owns it, right?
Yes.
And Fort Group is Videos' company? Is Photos' company,
Yes.
Fort Group? Is he the only owner or is there other? He's like listed as the CEO.
Yes, it's supposed to. The company started with a sister,
Mm-hmm.
but like, I don't know in what year, 2004.
Mm-hmm.
No, mentira, no, sorry, I don't know. And the sister moved back to Greece. Then Fotis said that, because 40 means four of Fotis and Renata, which is the sister.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So bring it forward.
Yes.
Is he close with his sister?
Yes. And I've been talking to her, she's been calling me.
Do they talk often?
Yes.
Now, you said something earlier about you were going to one of the properties two weeks ago. One of the forward properties. Was that one of the Mountain Spring properties?
Well, I go to all the properties very much.
Was there one that you went to, if you remember, 2 weeks
So
ago?
any mountain spring you go,
Okay.
and to check it out, to show it. 585, we just drive. I never go inside the house because the house is not.
Is there a dumpster on the property of 585?
I don't know.
Go ahead. You know.
I didn't have any question. I was just
It has a garage that it has.
And I'm muted. Helen becoming a beau. Thank you so much, Helen. Welcome.
A car full piece of Porsche.
The Cayenne's over there?
Yes, the Cayenne is inside there.
Parked it there?
No, it's broken.
Oh,
We had an accident in that Cayenne.
okay. When was that?
It was in winter. Nicole, we were coming from the movies and coming out the house. I thought it was obviously driving fast. It was icy and we crashed. And Guillaume, back then Guillaume, a worker of him, came and picked me and Nicole up and both stayed. But this is like a year ago, the accident. So this is irrelevant. But the car is there.
do you have something else?
Go ahead.
You originally told us you got back to around noon. You're back at the house. You had lunch, but that was really at 1, 2 o'clock.
Yes.
So you got back to the house around 1 or 2 o'clock?
No, before, because
Before?
All right, let me tell you what mine was today. You told us that you got back to the house around noon.
Exactly.
And that between 1 and 2,
We had,
you heard Fotis calling you from
Yes.
downstairs saying, hey, can we have lunch?
Yes.
Is that
yes,
When you got back at noon, was that Suburban there? You
yes,
need to be positive.
I am positive.
So when you got back at noon, the Suburban was there.
Yes.
what you saw?
Yeah, because it's parked next to the garage, I mean, next to the space.
But you didn't see Fotis for another hour.
No.
Okay.
That's why in my mind, Fotis is there, because the car is there.
But you didn't see the Raptor, or you did see the
No,
Raptor?
no, no, the Raptor wasn't there. Well, no, unless it was in the car.
All right, I just want to ask you clearly. When you got back to the house at noon, you saw the Suburban, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You did not see the Raptor.
I did not.
So you really don't know whether the Raptor was or wasn't there, right? Is that correct?
Well, if it was, I didn't see it. And if it was in the car.
Okay, so you don't know whether it's there.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I just want. What is in the basement of 4 Jefferson? In other words, there's a refrigerator.
There's 2 stairs, one from the locker room and one kind of like from the entrance. If you go from the entrance, you turn straight, it's a room. I guess I call it the dead room. Because
The dead room?
I call it
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry,
It's okay.
because
Sure, you have your reason for it.
well, because it doesn't have window, it's like all
Okay, so it's
furniture.
stagnant.
And now I use it only a few times when the house is packed with people. It has a bathroom.
It's got a floor?
Yes, yes, the basement is completely done.
Okay.
That's in front. Then on the left, there's a big playroom with closets with all the labels, games for the kids, a big rug with tables on the side, a piano that Nicole uses a lot because she sings. Then there's the gym. I mean, if I get out of the room, the gym. At the right, there's a little library and a wine cellar. You've been into the house now?
No, we personally have not.
Okay. And then if you go to the other side, I mean, again, straight from the stairs, on the right, there's another playroom that usually we have like sets with race cars. Right now it has some labels because we've been working on labels. We change it when Fotis changes a lot. That's like his, whatever he wants. There's a storage room in front that has boxes, things of me. It has all of his DVDs, like boxes and boxes of DVDs. And then you keep going, then there's the elevator, then there's the whole thing for the television, like with all the media and television, internet and whatever. And then there's and then he has a thing for praying, like with virgins that was from the great grandfather who we said.
I have a question that might seem a little strange for you. When you and Fotis were in the Raptor, when you got in, did you notice the bags? No. Did you ever notice a foul smell from those bags, like garbage or anything?
No, because I didn't see
When you were in the car, when you stopped, there was no strange odor or sense?
No, because I didn't get out. And I'm like, why would I have to go?
When he was lifting the bags, did they appear to be heavy? Did you take note?
No, I don't know.
Were they very large, or were they?
They were a garbage bag and
Big garbage bags, or like the contractor type, or just
Yes.
small?
yes.
So
I mean, I don't know the brands, I don't know.
I'm just asking if you observed anything of note. Is there anything about this?
But we have bags in the house. If you open the box, we went to the house. I threw the sandwich because it was disgusting.
You like Starbucks, huh? So I'm with you, Michelle.
Terrible sandwich.
You're not a family, don't worry. Go ahead.
So I went up. The laundry. I I see a police car come. So this is like at 8:30.
This is 24th Friday, we're back on.
Yes. And I go out, and I was about to go down the stairs, and I'm like, and I see Fotis, and I thought this is a police car down. And he's like, I know. He walks to the door. I didn't go down because I see police and I panic. I don't know why. I think because I've seen too many terror movies. The police talks there. The door doesn't go in or Fotis doesn't go out. It was like in the door, in the middle of the door. I go to my room. I was in Nicole's room and I'm like, okay, I don't want to be here. I go to my room. I went to the bathroom. I changed my
That's too much.
And then I go back and I'm like, what happened? And he says, the police just said Jennifer's missing. I'm like, what? He's like, yes. I'm like, but missing from, like, well, obviously the typical conversation, missing of what? Like, she died, is she okay? Like, did she take the kids? And then Fotis said, I don't know, I have to call Lauren. So he tried calling Lauren. Lauren doesn't pick up.
Okay.
At that time,
Lauren's the babysitter.
the babysitter. At that time, he went, I have to go, I have to pick up my daughter. And he goes, no, I want to go with you. I'm like, no, you stay. And I'm like, no. So I'm driving. Well, no, he's driving. And we arrive at the school at 9:15. And I pick up Nicole.
At night?
Yes.
And she had the Chicago.
She had the Chicago. And it's in the text, like, okay, what time? And she's like, I'm about to, it's almost finished. And I'm like, I'm here, I'm parked here outside. And she's like, okay, I'm getting out. Like, that conversation is in my phone.
Okay. What's Forrest? He's driving which car?
Cherokee.
Okay. What is he doing while he's driving you to Michelle? Or to
Nicole. No, he was driving and sitting there and we were like
Is he
talking.
on his phone too?
Yes, he started making calls to, I think, Mike Rose, then Jacob, and then at some point the police start calling me.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob says, do not answer the phone. I answered once and they said I'm a reporter for whatever. And I hang up, I'm nervous.
Jacob told you not to answer the phone?
Jacob said, if you see numbers of don't answer, they'll leave a message.
This is all on Friday?
Yes, at night.
Okay.
We arrived to the house, obviously I'm stressed out. I take Nicole to the room, I don't tell her anything. She gets changed, whatever.
Does the call pick up on the stress in the house? Between you?
Not that
Your
day,
stress
but then after, yes. And then I have to tell her at some point, this is the mom of the kids. She's missing.
Is Fotis upset?
What do you mean by upset?
Is he
Like angry?
concerned?
Oh,
What is he
yes.
angry?
No, he's concerned. And then I don't know who he talks. I think that the police said, and he said, please can you tell Lauren to pick up the phone or to call me.
Mm-hmm.
So he called her and she told her yes and told her the story. The story I know is that that Jennifer told Lauren to pick up the kids from school and that they were going to meet in the doctor's and the dentist, I don't know what time, in New York. She never appeared. Lauren gets nervous.
Right.
And
So,
I
but
heard.
we know that, Michelle,
Well, but I
the
heard
evening
that.
of the 24th, you are with Fotis. He is contacting people and he's concerned about Jennifer.
After the police come.
Right, after the police tell him Jennifer's missing,
Yes.
he's concerned.
Yes.
Is he contacting Lauren, you said?
He contacted
And why is
Lauren.
he contacting Lauren?
Well, because I guess
To
Lauren.
find out about details
If the
about
kids-
Jennifer?
No, he wanted to know where the kids were.
Okay.
He was worried.
He was worried about the kids. And did he learn that the kids were okay?
No, yes, because he spoke with, and apparently Lauren said the police said not to drive to New Canaan to the house because there were a lot of police, so it's better for them to stay in New York
Right.
with a grandmother. And then one of the daughters, Christian, was having a sleepover.
Right.
Which I said, well, how come a sleepover if supposedly you don't let sleepovers? And he go, I don't know. Jennifer now is doing whatever.
Okay, was there supposed to be a visitation going on the next day?
Yes.
Okay.
He was.
And was that put off?
Yes.
It was put off because of Jennifer's disappearance and her absence?
Because, I don't know, for what he told me that Lauren, the police said to Lauren not to go, so they stayed in New York.
Okay.
So he went down.
Oh, yeah. To Manhattan.
No. Saturday he went down to meet with Puebla and the kids in the suburban. Saturday.
To where the kids were?
Yes.
Right, to the grandmother's?
No. To New Canaan because supposedly he was gonna meet.
Okay.
And I think I wasn't there, but from what he told me, he spoke with Jacob. Jacob said, come to the office, something like that.
All right. It's very convoluted. Did you ever receive a voicemail from a police officer?
Two.
Okay.
And you listen to them.
Did you ever call? For who was it from? Do you know?
You can't remember, but they never called me back.
Why?
Oh, because Jacob and you told me not to call them, they would call me back. I never answered that.
Okay. So I need to cut down a little bit. So going back to the 24th. Noon you arrive home between 1 and 2. Lotus is at the bottom of the stairs calling for lunch. You guys have shepherd's pie.
No, I said it up, it's gone. There was no
Okay. All right. So, at sometime after that, Fotis calls you on the phone, and he's already at 80 Mountain Spring, and he says, we have to clean up there, bring cleaning supplies. Is that accurate?
Mm-hmm.
Do we know what time Fotis called you?
No, it's
Okay. Fotis's phone number is the 8625. At that time, was the 8625 number? Business number?
Well, he only has one for the business in himself. It's an 80, it's an 860, and I don't know.
478-8625?
Yes.
Okay. That's the phone that he no longer has. That's one of the phones he no longer has.
And then on Saturday with Jacob, he gets another one.
Okay.
Or
Tell us about that other one. What's the phone number for that? Is it 4877 plus
Yes.
48? Okay.
Yes.
Where did you get that from?
For what he told me, with Jacob got it from him. Got it for him.
Okay. Had you ever called him on that phone prior to Saturday or Sunday?
No, because he didn't have
Or
it.
he did. He's had that phone. Yeah, he's had that phone.
The 777.
The one that ends at 4877. He's had that phone, I believe, since March of this year.
What?
Whose name is that phone in?
Wait, is this the same number that Jacob got?
This is the same number, the same phone that was when you guys went to get your fingerprints taken. Did Fotis have a phone with him that he lost on that night? When you went to get your fingerprints taken,
Yes.
and that you first met me?
Okay. That was yesterday.
Right, so Fotis had a phone that was seized by the police, correct?
Yes.
Was that the phone?
No, okay, I understand. You mean the phone, that's a previous, but the number is not.
Okay, I'm not sure that's, all right.
That was
It actually isn't because, well.
No, I don't know.
All right, so this is what keeps you. So you don't know what time.
I know he had a bigger one. You got a bigger one? He said, no, this is an old one.
Okay. I want to go back to the 24th, the Friday. Fotis is calling you, asking you to bring cleaning supplies to 80 Mountain, and he's already there. Do you know what time he called, about what time that call came in? Because you said between 1 and 2 you're having lunch.
Yes, it's like a 3 something.
So,
Just going to pause it at 16:39:18. Detective Kimball, we just watched you in the video. You're attempting to clarify when the defendant went to 80 Mountain. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, I just want to ask you, did there come a point in time where you were able to review residential surveillance footage near 80 Mountain Spring Road?
Yes,
What address were you able to review it from?
77 Mountain Spring Road is directly across from 80.
Was that before or after this interview?
After.
Thank you, sir. Continue.
3 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. And then you were, well, can't be 3 because you're saying with 2:15 and 2:30, maybe these times are messed up. 2:15 and 2:30 you're arriving with the sheriff. All right, so.
Well,
You're-
that's why I don't.
Okay, no, I don't think you're lying, I think you're confused. You don't need to
I'm
work.
not confused. I'm just don't know exactly what that is.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. So ignore, this is an old photograph, but there's a little bit of information here about cell phones. And this is 80 Mountain Spring.
No, yes, I believe you. It's
so,
just that these trees don't.
that's all right. But you remember, this is the house. That house is in the same spot now, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Do you know, I don't know what road this is. You know where, there's a road over here.
This is a mountain spring.
Okay, so Mountain Spring is
He
here.
built a home. That's why this is all because for.
Don't worry about the photo.
He built this house too from the metaphor. This doesn't exist about a year ago.
Michelle, don't worry about it. The house still exists, right?
Yes, the house
Okay.
that he
And
built.
the property is owned by Fort.
Oh yeah, that's what he tells me.
So
And it's in the website.
we have some times here. We have 14:25. That's military. It's about 2:25 p.m., 2:26 p.m., 2:26 p.m.
What is this number?
Those are times. Those are military times.
No, I don't
So,
know.
so this is Fotis' phone on the property of that spring, at least as early as 2:25 p.m.
Okay, and
So he's definitely there. And if he calls you at 3,
I know I said 3, but maybe he called me
Okay.
at that time.
all right, roundabout. It's not easy to. All right. So what I'm trying to get to is that what's over here now?
Trees.
There's trees here.
Yes, these trees don't exist.
Okay. These trees don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these trees
All
exist. Do these trees exist?
Yes, doesn't look as much as this picture.
Okay. But there are some trees here.
But, oh yeah, all this has trees.
Are there buildings over here?
No.
Okay. So my question to you would be, do you have any idea why he would be walking around in the trees?
No. I mean, this is land trust, I think.
Okay, it's a land trust.
I think. I mean, he always says you cannot build here. You cannot build it, and this is part of not the property. There's a part that is.
So he doesn't own that property.
No, he owns this property with this and this, because it used to be one property at some point.
Alright, so do you understand from a police perspective of a person that we suspect is having done something really bad to his wife? We find it strange that he's walking around.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I never walked.
So I'm going to kind of go back to, if you were Fotis and you had to get rid of a body, or if you had to get rid of a body which was no longer one piece, where would you go?
Me?
Or where do you think Fotis might go? And I'm not saying you. Where would Fotis have gone to take either Jennifer or parts of Jennifer to get rid of her?
I don't know. I mean, you're asking me something that.
I am, unfortunately, because I unfortunately believe that's where we're at. That's the situation. And it's terribly sad. Well, who says we're not living there?
I don't know.
Okay. But I'm asking you because you know Fotis. I don't know him at all.
I do know him, but I mean, I would never talk to him like, where would you bury a body? That's not a conversation.
Well, I don't know if you have any inclination to any guesses regard basically based on what you know about it. If you don't, that's fine. We're looking for Jennifer, and unfortunately, Jennifer may be.
No, you said that it's dead.
Okay.
You said that she's dead because you found the blood.
There's enough to suggest that, but we believe she might have been in the back here with her.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
All right. I know that's a lot, We're gonna wait to take a break and cool off and open the door.
How much longer?
I'll have an answer for you shortly if that's okay. Alright, but that's why we're,
Can you, like,
let's take a break. Think about what you wanna say next.
no, I mean, I don't have it in mind, I just have a question,
What's your question?
like,
I can't, certain things I can't tell you, but go ahead.
no, I mean,
I'm happy to answer your question. Do you mind if I open the door?
Please do.
the garage is not in this picture.
That's an old picture, so
Okay, so there's
gonna
a
be
garage.
changes.
There's a garage here, but that's where we have the cars for.
Yeah, can you give me 1 second?
But this is clean, and there's no words.
So, give me a moment.
Yes, for a second. Well, I mean,
Just keep in mind that's still active.
okay. We can't talk because it's still active, you understand?
You wanted to tell me something?
Yeah, but we'll have to wait for them to come back and then we'll start. Don't talk here. Don't talk here. Okay. You feel better?
I'm okay.
Are you? No.
Again, I'll say it's remarkable that her attorney allowed this, not only this interview, but several interviews. She is represented. Her attorney is in there. Why would he let this happen?
Let's just make it do. You already do it. We're just gonna stop the recording now.
All right, so you stop.
Your attorney is stop.
Okay, well, I'll take your word for it.
Let's get it out. I'm sorry, Michelle. I'm making sure that if you understand that it's
Yeah, because it's very, there's not a lot of error here.
no. As long as everyone's
Pausing the video at 17:08:05. Detective Kimball, I just want to indicate there was a jump in the time here. Is that because the recording was turned off?
Yes, it was.
And that was for purposes of a break, is that correct?
Yes,
All right, and now we're resuming with the recording, is that right?
that's correct.
All right, thank you.
I think we talked to attorney. We understand that you and Flores have a relationship and you're concerned about him.
Not anymore.
Well, you have to be concerned about yourself right now. You have a child.
Yes.
You have a mother. You have a food family.
Yes.
Presumably, Steve, you got pride. We told your attorney we are people. We don't want you to go down for something that you would not have heart. But we also need details. We need more honesty. There are some things that you've been saying that you've been very, very detailed with. And there are some other things that we consider important that you've been kind of skipping over. So,
Like what?
well, like what was going on Mountain Spring, 80 Mountain Spring, when he called you up there on the 24th.
I went to, he said, bring the cleaning things to clean the house.
Is that normal that you
Yeah.
clean your
Well, usually I take the cleaning stuff for the cleaning ladies. Yes, that's. I mean, I don't do it every day, but I've done it at least 6 times of my life to that house.
Okay. And he was there helping you clean, or was he doing something else when he was at the house?
I went into the kitchen and started cleaning, but it was like, because usually someone else cleans it, either Renata or Vita.
How many times did you clean that house? You personally clean that house?
When I've taken the cleaning stuff like 6 times. I've cleaned it myself maybe like 2 times.
Was there something coming up for that house? Some showing or something? Is that why you were going?
Saturday. And I think Sunday too, there was an open house.
What is
And it was very dirty, I mean, dust.
just from being not lived in?
Yeah.
What is Fotis, best to your knowledge, Michelle, what does Fotis have? Does he have one storage or more than one in Avon units?
He told me at one, I only went there once, that he had 2 and that he wanted to get rid of 1.
So you,
But that you can ask Hutch.
yeah, when you went up in 2017 and with the furniture, that was, you looked at one, there was one storage unit that you looked in, you didn't look at more than one.
No, that was like 2 years ago.
Okay, so what was in that storage, what
There
kinds
was-
of things were in that storage unit?
Okay, there was a mirror,
Yeah, so furniture.
yes, a bed,
Any
mattresses.
smaller things, any construction tools?
It was more like furniture. Like I remember some chairs. I said, "Why can we take these?" I'm like, "No, they're horrible." It was like a flower chairs. He had the things. It was packed.
There's no tools that you know of, crowbars, sledgehammers, hammers,
But
saws.
you guys can go.
Well, no. Yeah, we have to choose to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as driving around Hartford, like I said, it was multiple stops. It may not have been 30, that might have been misinformation, but it was certainly numerous stops throughout a period of an area that you called scummy or scary
No,
or
because I never.
right. And did you ask
I've
him?
never been.
Did he tell you
that's why
anything about what he was doing? Did you question him any more than, can we get out of here? Did you ask him what was in the bags? Do you know what was in the bag?
No, my mind is always like construction things. Even maybe, I don't know, the cleaning from the house, I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I'm thinking,
So those bags ended up, sorry, those bags ended
but they
up,
were like blood walking, nothing.
so there was no visible blood that you saw. Do you now remember the FedEx box?
It wasn't a blood, it was like
What was in that one? Okay.
that he has in the office. He has envelopes because when he sent
Did you
it,
find it strange that he was putting that into a sewer?
yes, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like,
But what I find strange is when I asked you about it, you lied to me and told me it didn't happen. That you didn't.
No,
I also find it strange that you keep all your receipts on that day. But I've seen your car and it's not kept, so you're not that organized in my opinion. So do you understand why we're kind of not believing some of what you're saying?
but if you go
It sounds very well rehearsed
no.
and planned.
No, we've talked about it many times.
Yeah, we've gone over it.
How about that comment from that detective? Sounds very well rehearsed. That's before they knew about the alibi script.
I've got it to the timeline out. Now, the purse,
I want you to know this is not rehearsal.
Because any lawyer in this situation would ask her the same questions that you would ask when it comes to what did you do on that day. But there's no rehearsal here on what to say.
Okay. I'm not saying with you, I'm saying perhaps with, you've had a lot of time to discuss the situation while all this was going on for the last months, and your lawyer is doing self with you and your boyfriend. Did he ever kind of talk to you about how to handle when we approach you? Did he ever coach you? Did he ever tell you what to say?
Just say, keep calm, this is going to be over, stay strong. And I protest. I mean, this is like the last thing I want in my life. It's like, stick to it. And I actually...
Stick to what?
No, stick to being okay.
Stick to the story? Stick to it meaning what?
No. Like, stick to, like, stay calm.
Paused it at 17:14:08. May I just retrieve 2 exhibits?
Yes.
'74 and '75.
I'm sorry. I'm surprised the judge isn't saying this is a natural break time.
Detective Kimball, this interview was on June 2nd, 2019. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And did you subsequently become aware that the defendant's residence, 4 Jefferson Crossing, had been searched on June 3rd, 2019?
Yes.
Handing you exhibits 74 and 75, just ask that you familiarize yourself with those and can actually open them if you need to look at them.
I don't have gloves. Thank you.
Just for the record, could you indicate what you're looking at, sir?
Right now, I'm looking at Exhibit 158.
I'm sorry, it's exhibit 74. States exhibit 74 for trial.
Okay. 74. 74.
And just indicate what you're looking at.
I'm looking at 3 sheets of paper, which appear to be photocopies of timelines.
And do you know where these were found?
These were found in a briefcase in the mudroom at 4 Jefferson Crossing on the 3rd of June.
Were you aware of these documents on June 2nd, 2019?
No, it was not.
And if you could just put those back and look at exhibit 75.
Now I'm looking at exhibits 75.
What is exhibit 75, sir?
Exhibit 75 is a single notebook page of a timeline, 2-sided.
Were you aware of this document when you interviewed the defendant on June 2nd, 2019?
I was not, no.
And again, if this is a natural time for a break,
Yes, sir.
we will take our afternoon recess
There it
until
is.
3:30. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not discuss the case.
So for those who are not on Eastern Standard Time, that's in 15 minutes, 3:30. They will be back. This is interview 1 of many. I thought it was 3 that she did, but I think Brooklyn said that she did 5 of them. I don't know how. Just from watching this first interview, to me, just by watching this first interview, her credibility is completely shot, and she's going down, in my opinion. I mean, they have so much more they're going to introduce, but man, did that not look good, what we watched so far. And I don't even think we're done with the first interview, are we? I mean, not looking good. Not looking good. Thanks for everyone for being here. Only 9 more likes to 100. If you haven't hit that like button, if you could hit it. Tomorrow we'll be back here at 10 for the first half of the day. Then at 2 o'clock, we will go to Brian Koberger's hearing. And then depending how long that is, we may come back to this. Just depends. I'm not sure yet. And then next week, we have some Murdaugh hearings to check out. So we'll schedule those as well. And then Saturday at 8 p.m., Shannon and Chris Duet, Black Widows. That's going to be a real good one. And then next Thursday, Sarah Turney. A lot of things coming up, folks. A lot of things. Still can't believe this attorney let these interviews go on. Man, oh man. By the way, that's not her attorney now, who was in that interrogation room. Good point by I'll Be the Judge. Hilarious how the ones that think they are so smart are the ones that do the most stupid things. I mean, look at Murdaugh. What did he do? 3 interviews? He did at least 3 interviews. That dope thought he was going to get away with it. That piece of garbage. Bob's going live with Josh Schiffer. Nice. I got the portal set up for Steve-O at 9 on the case of the Chiefs fans that passed away. One more like for 100. Make sure you're, by the way, if you're not subscribed to Publicly Buzzed, make sure you're subscribed. If you like this channel and you're new here and you're not already subscribed to them, I promise you will like their channel. So make sure you're subscribed. Just more of the interview, Hot Spice. Couple more likes to 100. Oh, Penny just came in, but she just left. Hey, Amy. Amy says, I missed most of the day. What were the takeaways with the interviews? My takeaways, I mean, she's lying. She clearly had studied that thing for a long time because you could tell she was going back in her memory. It was like she was cramming for a test and she forgot something, she would bring it up. Her reactions, nothing about her interview seemed genuine. I don't think anyone is going to find her as a credible witness, and I think she's going down. Just my opinion. Babe, look how Babe was 101st like. Outrageous. Mods, block Shannon, please. Also, make sure you're subscribed to her channel because she won't be able to chat on here anymore because I'm blocking her. But you'll be able to chat on her channel, and she's going to be Saturday at 8 be doing the Black Winter interview with Chris Duet. You can chat on her channel because I'm going to block her now on this channel, liking the stream that late. Outrageous. Where's Donnie? Donnie, you need to speak to her. This is outrageous behavior. She better not block me, Tracy. For those folks who don't know, Shannon is from Kansas. Well, Kansas, not Kansas City. Does not like the Chiefs. But she's okay. It's okay because it makes Taylor Swift happy, she just said. I'll be the judge. Says Rash Baum is the only person that thinks Troconis will be acquitted, and her jabroni attorney. Thanks for all the new folks for being here. If you're new and you're lurking, if you want to, say hi. I promise you won't meet a friendlier group of folks. But if you want to lurk, that's okay too. Yay, Missy Ann, you're awesome. Thank you. Babe, do you have any specific case that you're going to be talking about? So Chris has actually spoken to some Black Widows. Do you know their names? No, she doesn't. We do, Todd. Thank you. Betty Lou Beats. I don't know who that is, but Shannon plans on talking about Betty Lou Beats. Betty Lou Beats apparently offed her fourth and fifth husbands. By the way, if you missed it, February 8th, Shannon and I will be interviewing Tim and Lance from the Missing podcast. I mean, they do a bunch of podcasts, so that's our next creator who crush. We're excited about that. Todd, I'm not putting her on the mic because she doesn't want to be on camera right now. Katie says, also watching the Jennifer Crumbly trial. Very interesting. Lots of lawyer fiction. Yeah, I was saying this morning, folks, if you weren't in the morning session, or even if you are, just to repeat myself, we have made it a point.
Thanks a lot, man.
Oh, I'll be the judge with a tip. Thank you so much. I'll be the judge. You're the best. Thank you. We have, since we've had this channel, we haven't covered any cases with children. I don't know if I could do it. So, and also like a school shooting, which is my nightmare. We have 3 kids in school, and it's like my nightmare. So I just couldn't do that. $50 from I'll Be the Judge. Holy shamoly. Thank you so much. That was so freaking kind. Thank you so much. I'll Be the Judge. Wow. Thank you. So kind.
Thanks a lot, man.
There's our friend Beetle. And for folks who haven't been here for a while, or for folks who are new, I haven't used this one. I used to use this for thank you all the time.
Thank you very much, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Old school flashback, that's right. But I will say this: as far as the Jennifer Crumbly case, it is super interesting to see the concept of. I don't know the details, but the concept of holding parents accountable for their children for something like that. It's a super interesting concept. Hey, Cat B. I totally get it, Amy. Totally get it. We got about 4 minutes, and court should be back. Thanks everyone for being here. And then they typically go until 4:45. By the way, what are you at, babe? How many subscribers do you have? Well, that's very kind. Thank you, Misdemeanor OG. You're too kind. Babe's on her way to 2K, but I'm not sure how close she is. I'll tell you. Hold on. Babe is at 1,905 subscribers, on her way. And her Donna video is at 8.9 thousand, almost up to 9,000. Got to be on 10,000 any day now. Looks like we might be back. I see the camera moving. We're on break. Yes, we're live, Jackie. Just on break. Should be back in 2 minutes. Continue the video. Afy says Shannon brought the truth. It's not surprising. I so hope that Rashi saw that. Me too. I always hope that Rashbaum or Wendy would see my contact. However unlikely it is, that would be cool. Although Rashbaum much more likely than Wendy, but who knows? Afi says, I firmly believe, regarding Wendy, I firmly believe there are people in her camp that have seen some of this. This shit has to be getting back to her. So many are on this like on white on rice. I tend to agree. Rachel says, I hope that mother is found guilty. It'll set a precedent. You know, I'm not familiar with the case details. I have to look into it without watching the trial because I probably could. I just saw a clip. I think Bob posted it where the judge and the prosecution were talking about the defense attorney because she was crying and they didn't want her to react so much. So, and that's day one. I can't imagine. Brooklyn says it's so divisive in the chats. Oh boy. All right, I see movement. We might be back now. Take care, Amy.
This honorable superior court now open the back session.
Good afternoon. Please be seated. Thank you. We can bring the jury in.
You will bring the jury.
The cone. It's a cone. Hey, Bo, what's this I'm hearing about what you're saying? I thought we were friends.
Terry.
Yes, I will. It was very clear that Roushi just kept
counsel
talking about how often
stipulates
he sees YouTube.
Yes, Judge.
That
Yes.
man is clearly watching all the YouTube. And thanks again, I'll be a judge for the tip. That was so kind.
Detective Kim, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Where we left off just before the break, I had shown you States Exhibits 74 and 75 for trial. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And I believe you indicated after reviewing the documents within those manila envelopes, you were unaware of those during the course of this interview. Is that right?
That's correct.
Prior to this video being paused, there was conversation about whether or not the defendant had spoken to Mr. Doulos about how to conduct herself. Is that right?
That's correct.
And she indicated that he said to her, stick to it. Is that right?
Yes.
Judge, at this point, we're going to pick it back up.
Thank you.
Would get nervous.
How does Forrest feel about you, you think?
In terms of if he loves me or not?
Yes.
I know he says that he loves me all the time.
You believe that he does?
Oh, yes.
Okay, is he nice to you? Is he considerate of you? Does he treat you well?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember when you were being, what?
Sorry. We did,
In general.
no, but like now I'm like thinking like I've had moments specifically this
Yeah,
week
all right,
of stress.
okay. you remember when you were getting processed for your fingerprints and your pictures?
Yes.
And you remember the two of you were in adjacent rooms?
Yes, I wanted to kill him.
Why is that?
Well, because I'm like, why am I doing here because of a Jennifer that I don't know her? And I'm like standing here, and I don't even know I don't know Ruben, I don't know Jennifer, I don't know anybody, and I'm like in a situation where I don't know half of the people.
You feel, why are you mad at him for that? Is it did he put you there?
No, but I'm like, it comes from him, because obviously this is not my people.
Okay. Right. That's what was that? You're there
because of his.
You know you didn't do anything, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
So, but yet you find yourself there, so the...
Yes, and I'm like, why am I here? Like, I have a normal life, a beautiful life with my daughter, and ever since I got to Connecticut, it's been like a nightmare.
How long have you been here?
I started coming in June of 2017 in the summer, back and forth, because I couldn't be here when he was with the kids by court. So I would go to Miami, which I was upset because I'm like, wow, I have to fly every 4 days, back and forth. Like, okay.
I just want to go back to when you were being processed.
Oh.
We noticed how he was treating you. I noticed. And specifically, he looked like he was staring a hole in your head.
Do you remember when you were sitting against the wall? When he was getting the phone numbers out of the phone, and your head was between your knees? Remember you were feeling faint, you weren't feeling well?
I'm feeling still the same.
You looked a lot worse that night than you have in the last 24 hours that I've been spending with you. He asked you a question, didn't respond. And he looked at you as though you didn't see it because your face was down. And he gave you the most evil, long look I've ever seen, and we had to break him from it.
He looked at me?
Yeah, he looked at you. And we became very concerned for your safety just based on our experience and what we do and what we witnessed and what we've learned throughout the last, several days.
The reason I didn't talk to you guys because Andy said don't talk, stay there.
We understand.
We respect that. He's asking you a different question.
Okay. No, I didn't see his face.
So,
I don't remember.
But it just showed us kind of where he was coming from. We can't read his mind, but we're actually not too bad at reading people in general.
Yes.
And his also behavior to you was
overly concerned. Because you know how you were in the separate rooms. You know, when you were photographed.
Yes.
There's a room here, there's a room here.
Yes.
Whenever you would speak, Flores had to know what was going on. Are you okay? Are you okay? I asked Flores, you alright? Let's get through this so we can get you guys out of here. He's like, well, I'm concerned for her.
Okay, but I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that's what we're telling you. The point is that he's overly concerned.
Okay.
Because you were breaking down. You've had we understand.
What am I doing here?
So what that shows us is he was concerned about what you were going to say or do.
Okay.
Because of stuff that we think that you know.
Okay.
That's what we're getting at.
Okay.
When you came here, when you were under arrest or when you were in custody having your prints taken, then when you came here last night, you were a shambles. You were shambles. You were in tears. You were very upset. You were hunched over. Really, nothing that you told us today is an indication. Why would you be so upset if it was only what you told us today?
Why am I upset? Because I'm upset of the whole situation. I'm like, why? I mean, why it's me that is happening this when I haven't done anything? And I'm like so innocent, and I'm like being charged.
Did anything you think that you know something? And it may not be something you know in this part of your head, it may be something that you feel in the back of your head as far as what happened to Jennifer. So,
well, I'm scared. I mean, you say that.
Are you concerned that maybe something bad happened to her? Okay, that's good. I mean, we all are, I think. Where do you
but
think?
now that you told me that he caught maybe
I'm saying maybe.
that he caught them in pieces in the bags, I'm more worried.
We don't know what was in those bags, right? I mean,
But
you're telling us that.
No, you said it before.
No. The bags.
Okay. But I heard that you said that you might think that there's pieces of Jennifer.
We are concerned that that's the case. We
Okay,
certainly,
that's why I'm saying
yeah. So
what you're saying.
we want to find Jennifer.
Okay.
We want to find her for her family. We want to find out what happened to her, even if it's bad. All right? Are we going to find her at Fort Jefferson's Crossing? Or any part of her?
I mean, you guys, I can go with you, I can dig holes, I can do whatever you want.
Okay.
I mean, if she's there, I
Dig holes?
but I don't know to find her.
Okay. What about 80 Mountain Spring?
I could do the same thing with you guys.
You think she's there? Do you have any indication?
No, but
Any
if I
feeling
know,
that she's at 80 Mountain Spring?
why not?
There's 80 Mountain Spring, there's 84 Mountain Spring, there's 88 Mountain Spring.
But she can be in any of those.
She can be in
Or she can be in 585.
That was the next one I was going to ask about. Could she be up in the storage area?
In the what?
In the storage area, you have storage, self-storage, by the pond? We're trying to find her. We don't necessarily think that you had something to do with killing her, but we think that you have some information that
I would
will
say
help us find her.
I can go with you guys and I can spend 24 hours looking.
Michelle, the mess,
I know it's
the mess of blood that existed. Whoever moved her car, her car was moved from her house. Her Subaru. It was covered in blood in the driver's seat. She wasn't the one driving. She was in the back with amounts of blood that are not. You're not going to be alive. Now you understand what I'm saying? And someone drove that car. There's no way. Focus, Pablo, whoever. Came back and it wasn't obvious that something horrible happened. You don't just clean that up.
They would have had them change their clothes for washed up.
And where are they going to go and wash up? Where are they going to go and wash up?
The car?
Where would they go? So,
a car wash.
a couple people are involved in this. She bled a lot.
She what?
She bled a lot, alright? So, and these people are covered in blood. They drive the car. And even where their hands are on the wheel, it's covered in blood. That blood's going to start to dry, and dry blood is not easy to get off your skin. It's not easy to get off your clothes.
Yeah, when I get caught.
We've all had it happen.
Yes.
Where do you think they would have went to clean up?
The car?
And if they were in New Canaan, is there a place they would have gone?
I don't know New Canaan. The only thing I know about New Canaan is the 2 houses that Troconis has built.
The Sturbridge?
In the 180 whatever Hemlock.
Hemlock is someone lives there now?
Yeah.
The Sturbridge is still unoccupied.
Yes, because it's under construction.
Okay. Is there water there?
Where?
Do you know if water is the Sturbridge? No? You don't? Okay. It's fair enough. So, basically, it's hard for us to understand how we could make it back, even either one of them, if it was them, back to Farmington without being just, there was a lot of water. A lot.
But, okay, my question. They drove with the Suburban? Or how did they get?
Suburban was moved somewhere else within New Canaan by someone that had blood all over.
Your Suburban has damage. You just dropped it to get fixed.
Mine's Suburban,
Your
yes.
Suburban. The one that photos drove that thing. Alright? And there's a lot of video. And there just happens to be a Suburban driving around the opposite neighborhood.
We had that damage in the front left.
Yes, and I sent that. It's a car center repair shop.
No, we
When did it go? When did it go to repair shop?
I sent it, I went there on Tuesday morning.
So we see the car.
Yes, but I crashed it.
Right. We see the car in video with the white spot where the paint came off the bumper. In New Canaan. Before Jennifer's dead. Do you understand?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure.
The Suburban, the one that has the roof in the top.
When did Suburban go in the shop? This last Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay, that's after Friday.
Memorial.
Right.
Yes, I made the arrangements.
Right, okay.
And it's in my emails.
I'll ask you a question.
I took the picture, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'll ask you a question if this is true. I don't know it to be true. When you dropped the car off at the dealership, it was explained to us that you asked for the car to be detailed inside and out at the request of your boyfriend. And then you asked him to do a very good job because he's crazy. Is that what you said?
No.
Okay, clarify that, please.
No, he knows the guy, the owner of the, he knows for his.
This is what they were telling us.
Okay, no. I said, Now he said that he showed, and the first thing he said, but this cannot be the quote they sent me. No way I cannot fix this car for.
That's fine.
No, I'm just showing the conversation because I want to go. So we went to the inside the office, and in the office there was a guy in the computer, and they said, "Oh, these people are a mess." They sent me the registration that had a number 297, and I'm like, "No, I have the code that I sent you. It's like 600 and something." Okay, he said, "No, that's fine. We're gonna take care of it. Don't worry." I said, and then I sat in the waiting room to wait for the Enterprise to bring my car. I asked for a Suburban because Faulty said ask for a Suburban because I need a Suburban for the kids. Okay. He comes back and said, "I checked your oil and it's in zero. Do you want me to put it?" I'm like, "Yeah, now that we're here, do everything and even clean it." And I know how Faulty is. He's very picky with his car.
So those were his words?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I ask, because people embellish it.
No,
And,
I never said that he's crazy, he is very picky, and he knows Faulty's because actually I don't know the guy.
That's fine, that's how it came back to us, and
So
people do embellish.
he took the car,
That's fine.
the people at Enterprise wasn't coming.
The fool.
The what?
The fool.
Yes.
On the morning of Friday, the 24th, was the fool on top of the car?
And that never comes out.
It never comes out?
I have right now a Suburban that I rented. That's the one that the Enterprise gave me. It doesn't have that.
Yes, I
So I don't know if that's...
Entirely separate question, Sean. What kind of locks are on the doors of Jefferson Crossing? What kind of, what brand locks? Okay.
Yeah.
I know it looks like this, and you have to pull out.
How about the keys?
We start using keys.
The keys at Mountain Spring, there's 3 different properties, right? At Mountain Spring?
Only one gate.
Right, okay, all right. Does Fotis have keys, like a big key ring? You don't know?
Usually when I go inside the house, it's with a code, and it opens that garage.
So you have no idea where you might be able to help us out with where she is, where we can find her?
No. I mean, I can go with you guys, I'll do whatever. But no. I mean, if she's caught in pieces, she's all over.
Did he ever say anything did Fotis ever say to you about what happened?
No, he was concerned. He said, I want my kids, I want my kids, I want my kids. He was worried about the
See if she
kids.
recognizes this.
Yeah. Is that familiar with those?
I saw a bunch of keys.
Yeah. They're Baldwin brand keys that say Baldwin on them, which is a specific manufacturer.
Just pausing the video at 17:28:02. Detective Kimball, what are you showing the defendant at this point?
That is a photograph taken of a key ring that was seized out of the Albany Avenue trash.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, it's the same lock type as on 69 Wells. Jennifer's
Of what?
house. 69 Wells, Jennifer's house.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Does this type of key look familiar to you at all?
I mean, the one that we have for the house, it has a square, and it has 2 keys, and it's from the house.
And you need 4 Jefferson.
4 Jefferson. And it must be, or like the Faulty's has it.
Sorry. I'm good at this point. Alright. So, is there anything you want to ask us?
No, ask, I don't know. There's, Pavel drives a pickup, too.
What kind of pickup?
Toyota.
Registered to him?
That's his car.
Can you tell what color it is?
Bordeaux, like a reddish.
Bordeaux. Is it Bordeaux like wine?
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a question. Let me just say, this is Pavel's car?
Pavel's car. He usually lives in the house when he changes his cars. If he doesn't take the car overnight. So that's another car that usually is around the house.
Where does Pavel live?
Just going to pause it at 17:29:46. I want to talk to you about that last exchange. Had you asked the defendant up until this point about Pavel and a vehicle that he owned?
No.
Who is Pavel?
Pavel Guillaume, I believe the pronunciation of his last name, was the four-group project manager who was working with Photostudios at the time. And he's essentially was an employee of the four-group.
And during the course of this interview on June 2nd, 2019, did the defendant ever tell you that Pavel's Gumieni's Toyota was located at 80 Mountain Spring Road on May 24, 2019?
No.
At some point, you indicated that you interviewed her on separate occasions. Did she indicate to you that his vehicle was at 80 Mountain Spring Road?
Yes, she did.
And do you know what kind of Toyota it is? Is it old or new?
It looks old with this truck, and it's very dirty inside.
Oh, great. Can't think it has a Connecticut license plate. You know?
Yes, it lives in Connecticut.
Okay, thank you.
You know who's listening?
We do.
Gomer is.
Yes. Photo says a friend named Mark that's very wealthy.
Yes, Mark Marcel.
Did you recently loan money to folks?
So just to clarify, Pavel's, that's his first name?
Pavel.
Pavel.
Well, I pronounce it like that one, I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
You don't know if Mark did loan him any money at all?
But you can call him.
Do you know any reason why he wouldn't loan money?
No. I know in the past the father has loaned him money to build.
How much?
No.
Is it?
Don't get into those. You're asking me
Is
things.
it lots and lots of money, or you just talking?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I think he paid him back. But this is like many years ago.
It wouldn't surprise you if he told you that he had been received a large quantity of money or paid a large quantity of money very recently.
For whom?
Would it go to Mark or
From Mark to Philip?
Well, the question is, do you know anything about it?
Okay.
Well, that's all I have.
You're gonna. What are your plans? Do you have plans for bond?
Well, here's my concern. Okay, if family can raise money for a premium on these charges, and then you guys charge her with something else, there would be an additional bond. So that's the money thrown out the window, would be, yes. So, look, it's not going to surprise you to hear that I don't think she should be charged as an accessory. You know, or an aider and abettor. I mean, you know, I've spent a lot of time with her recently, and there's a lot that she can't be precise about. There's no question. Relies on her phone, not to set, in my view, not to set something up, but relies on her phone to say to me, look, this is when it happened. Okay, and I know that because I spoke with my friend or my daughter or whatever. So look, I mean, I've done a lot of these, a lot of cases. I don't see her lying. No, she could be wrong. She could be inaccurate. I understand that. No question. Right. But I just don't see her lying. And I'm not saying, I would say the same thing to Richard. I mean, Richard. He's the prosecutor.
He's the state's attorney in Canada. And just to be clear, nobody is in charge yet, so but
I also want to tell you that when you said to her, her life with Fotis is over. I completely agree. Completely agree.
And I feel you would be generous based on my observations and my personal professional experience for many years.
That's one of the reasons I asked about.
When you left the other day, I walked you out with genuine concern for your safety.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? So I want you to understand that I'm not the only one who feels that way.
We had a discussion of what we hoped wasn't going to happen to you that night. Luckily it didn't, but the problem is you were there. Serious concerns about if he decides he wants to go somewhere out of the country and he feels that you have knowledge, then he has to tie up his loose ends. We don't want something like that to happen.
No.
And I know you don't either. I know we discussed this before. So it's not a threat, it's just a concern that a lot of us have.
We thank you for talking
Please,
with us.
thank you. If you come upon some new information and there's something we can reach out to your attorney, we can pass it to your attorney or whatever. But I don't want to close the door.
No, but look, I want you to know something. This is the same person. What you're seeing is the same person that I've seen over the last however long that I've been speaking with her.
Yes,
I mean it.
you have more experience with her than we do.
Well, I want you to know that. I don't think that given what she cares about, I mean, it's a big blow to know that the person I've trusted, is capable of doing this type of thing. Not only that, but involving her. Right. This is but involving her.
Potentially involving her happens all that. Right. And that's why I said that. Right.
Crazy.
Right, because if you're being victimized and getting control for something you really have no involvement in, those other two, your mother and your daughter was. That's why I was saying she's still in shock. Something may, as she comes off or when things settle down, something may come to her. And we're interested in that.
I mean, it's a big deal for her to accept the fact that, number one, he could have done this. And number two, or the realization today that he involved her. So he didn't, why did he have to do that?
That's fair.
I mean, is he that? Is he that cunning?
I'm assuming that's a rhetorical question, because if you'd like me to answer, I have an answer.
I'm sure you do.
But that should show her the type of person she's dealing with.
Right.
And we repeatedly have told exactly that from every single person we've observed.
There are numerous people who are frightened.
Not one person has not said what you're saying. Can we ask Michelle, the day that she was in the car when the garbage was dumped, the clothing you were wearing, do you know where that is? Yeah, you remember you said you were wearing the dark color top and the camel pants in the closet. Is that normally where they are in one of the closets? Okay.
Or in the washing.
Okay. So as far as you know, they're in the house. All right. Thank you so much for the. I know it was difficult when you had very long, just like us. Weeknights, so on and so forth.
I don't want to see my daughter. What's the procedure now?
Tomorrow we'll be in court. I'll be speaking with, I'll be, once the judge signs the order, only another judge can reduce it. So, I'll be with you tomorrow morning, and I'll talk to the state's attorney between now and then, and we'll see what we can do about it.
How does it work?
How does it work? The way it works is that when somebody gets arrested, a judge will either set bond or the police will set bond, okay? And if a bond is not that high, or if there's no requirement that the bond can only be posted at the courthouse, then people get a bondsman when they post a bond. But this is what you're saying. This is a murder investigation. And the investigation is active. if it is continuing.
I was gonna proceed kids.
Well, they don't know.
Where's Jennifer?
Depends on what
If we find Jennifer, we have no way to know. If we never find Jennifer.
It can be 10 years.
Well, there are Russell, but
There's other avenues, just kind of, like this isn't gonna, we can't answer that question unless we know where Jennifer is. In the immediate future, we can't answer that question unless we know where Jennifer is. We've done, we've been looking.
Are you done all the notes?
Michelle, why do you think we just pressed you so hard? What do you think? Why do you think we just talked to you at length? And your attorney's been here 3 times today.
we all want to find Jennifer. I think there's only one person who doesn't want us to find Jennifer.
And he will not talk.
He won't talk. Close? No. Absolutely not. Did he tell you not to cooperate with us? No, he never told you that? Okay. Well, he's demonstrated that. So, yeah, all right. So anyway, we're trying. All right. No idea where to shoot. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to meet with her now. I'm going to meet with her now. Yes. I will give her your.
Can I go for
I saw your friends this week. Please, please.
I know we'll be all worked out.
Did she just get on her knees? What the fuck?
I saw your friends this week. Please, please.
I know we'll be all worked out.
Detective Kimball, directing your attention now to June 6, 2019, did you have an opportunity to speak with the defendant again?
Yes, we did.
And was that interview also recorded?
Yes, it was.
And during the course of that conversation, did you have an opportunity to speak about the whereabouts of Fotis Doulos on the morning of May 24th?
Yes, we did.
Judge, this is a natural time to...
Well, with counsel approach, please.
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering. I doubt they're going to start this video until tomorrow, but I guess we'll see. I thought that they might try to do that. Look at this piece of garbage. You are so going down, madam. Enjoy your last weeks of freedom. In my opinion, ain't no way she's getting out of here not guilty. In my opinion, and there's more to come, but I mean, come on. And we don't even, we're halfway through with the state's case. I'm sure there's some more damning evidence. And they're back. Let's see what's going on. Probably going to end for the day, my guess. Let's see. Adios, Letitia. Put the sound back on, you jabronis. Well, he's talking. They didn't put the audio back on.
10 o'clock.
Yep. I wish we could see her face. I feel like she might even be crying.
All rise.
I can't tell though.
Sir, stand up. This Honorable Superior Court now stands adjourned until tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Thank you.
You can exit the courtroom.
I want to see her face. Is she crying? They're not going to show it? She's clearly trying to hide her face there, I think. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here all day. Thank you, mods, for always crushing it. Gonna end this stream. Gonna send you to Publicly Buzz tonight at 9. Make sure to like that. Get it in the algorithm. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. We will go till 1. Oh, Esther.
I hear everything but empathy and compassion for the missing mother of her lover's children. Difficult to accept but not hard to see photos involved.
Hear everything but empathy, compassion, missing the mother of her lover's children. Difficult to accept. It's hard to see, but not hard to see photos involved. Good point, Esther. And thank you so much, Esther. That was very kind of you. See you guys tomorrow. Get this in the algorithm. Like Publicly Buzz. We'll be back at 10 tomorrow. And then 2 o'clock, Brian Koberger hearing. Depending how much time, we'll go back to Troconis. Thank you all so much for your support. Have a good night. And see you tomorrow. And thank you.